Good morning all badmash of GMPS. How we are doing at home? घर में सबको परेशान करो, especially मम्मी को. Okay करो. So Simran, Kushneet, Shumon, কেমন আছো? ভালো আছো? Ayushi, Dhruvi, Samir, Tarun, Navneet. Oh, I'm sorry, Pavneet, Kritika, Harsimrat, Jagjot. कैसे हो सब? All right. So are you preparing for your coming PA test? Yes? All right. So who am I? You all know me. But the new students who have joined GMPS, they might not know my name. So let me give my brief introduction to them. I'm Amitabh Ghosh sir, and I would be taking your computer science classes. Alright, so yesterday I gave you 2 pages to read. Have you read? But बदमाशों ने ज़रूर उन्होंने किया ही नहीं होगा, कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं होगा. But you have to prepare, because until and unless you read something, you won't be able to understand my lecture. So it is necessary to make a habit of reading. Okay? So for PA1 exam, we are going to take 2 chapters, and those 2 chapters are category of computers and computer languages, and you have got a mail. Means to know how email ID works. What is the purpose of having email ID? So shall we start our first chapter today, which is on category of computer and computer languages? Shall we start? Okay.
Well, I gave you 4 pages to read for chapter 1, but in this video I said that I gave you 2 pages to read. I'm sorry for that, it was my mistake. So, shall we start our first chapter, which is on category of computers and computer languages. Now, what we will cover in this chapter, the topics are types of computers, programming languages, and language interpreters. I will discuss all these topics step by step. So today we will deal with types of computers. Now if you check this slide, there are different types of computers available over here. You might be aware of few of the computers that you are seeing on the screen. One of the popular small mobile computer is smartphone. Obviously all of you have today. Before the smartphone came into existence, we were using PDP and PMP. PDP, as the name suggests, Personal Digital Assistant. It is a type of mobile computer where we used to do office work like MS Office, Word document typing, letter writing, mail checking, phone calls. So these type of operations can be done using PGP. Below that we have PMP. This particular device is solely used for listening MP3 songs, WAV songs, means window audio video songs. Below PMP, you all have seen tablet PC, which is a small portable PC. You can carry this tablet anywhere. This particular device is used to check mails and do some basic operations like do documentation, do some calculation as we have in PGP, but we can also use internet in tablet PC. Now on right side of the tablet PC is embedded computer. These computers are based on microcontroller chip, a single chip through which these type of device work. You might have heard or seen smart TV, automatic washing machines, ATM screen, ticketing system screen. So all these devices are using embedded microcontrollers, and this particular machine is used for some particular task. That means automatic washing machine is solely responsible for washing clothes and other stuff. Ticketing system is only used to generate ticket. Smart TV is used to watch program and internet. So these are specific microcontroller chip which perform some specific operation. These are not general purpose computer. Beside embedded system computers, we have laptop and desktop. I will discuss this in the next topic. Uh, you all might be knowing about these two devices very well. Most of you have at home also. Now above desktop, we have mini computers. Sorry. So what are mini computers? Many computers are some powerful computers that perform complex operations or job at the same time. You might have seen bank where you have n number of staffs working together at the same time, doing generating cash with submitting cash and other office work. So this particular computer is used for doing complex calculations. These few of the examples in railway reservation system, transportation system, banks, and in even small organization, we use mini computers. Just above mini computers, we have mainframe computers. Now, if you check the physical appearance of mainframe computers, it is much bigger than a human being. There are a lot of other mainframe computers are attached together with the help of networking cable, and these mainframe computers perform complex operation at the same time. Multiple tasks or work is being done together with in a smaller number of time interval. These type of mainframe computers can be seen in Facebook server room. There are many centers across the world where you may see these type of mainframe computers. And the storage space of these computers is much higher because all across the world are using Facebook account at the same time. So if uh, they require powerful computers to save their data in a particular area. So those type of operations can be done using mainframe computers. And above all, you can see here it is supercomputer. India have few supercomputers like Cray 1, Cray 2, Param. These are so powerful computers that they can perform n number of operations in very small period of time. These particular supercomputers are used in scientific research like weather forecasting, demography, and all those type of stuff. So we will study all these type of computer in the next slide. So based on the type of computers, now the main categories are come to have came to five. Earlier there were four computers, but after the development of mobile device, this particular categories has been included in types of computer. The first category is mobile computer, microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe, and supercomputers. Now we will start with first a category or type, which is mobile computer. What are mobile computers? Mobile computers are small in size and mobile. Mobile means those devices which can be movable from one area to other area. So They are small and portable that can be carried around or moved to different places. So, a few examples I showed you in the previous slide also. Here we will discuss and see what are these mobile computers. The first one is laptop. As we said, most of you are having laptops at home. So what are laptops? These computers are thin and lightweight computers that can be carried anywhere. They are also known as notebook or netbook. But there is a difference between notebook and netbook. Netbook is solely used for net surfing or internet browsing. The processor is low compared to notebook. In notebook, you can perform other operation like you can do office work, you can play games, you can watch movies, you can design some drawings, uh, web designing. These can be done in notebook, which is not possible in netbooks. Laptops operate on rechargeable battery. The battery attached to the laptop backside at the bottom of the backside of the frame can be recharged. Means when you plug in the socket and do your work, once the power went off, you might have seen that your laptop may work for a few more minutes. That means it has a rechargeable battery which is charging when you plug in the power socket to this particular device. Therefore, they can be easily used while traveling or being at a location where a powerful source is not available for some time. In addition, some laptops have touchscreen which enable you to interact with computer by touching its screen with a fingertip. Laptop usually have 13 to 15-inch screen. So as it is of lightweight, you can carry anywhere. You can place it on a table, on a bed. You can carry with you from one place to other place. It is so much portable. These as it is smaller in size, so normal length of the screen means diagonal screen is from 13 to 15 inch. And nowadays laptops are touchscreen laptops. Instead of typing through keyboard or pointing through mouse, you can place your finger on the screen to perform some basic operations on the laptops. Now let's move on to tablet PC or tabs. As you can see in the picture, these these computers enables you to write or draw on a screen by using your finger. The finger acts as a mouse while moving over the tablet PC. This feature is termed as touch screen features. There is no keyboard attached to the tablet. As you can see on this particular device, there is no keyboard attached to it. So this particular area is a touch screen where you can place your finger to perform some basic operations, or else some tablet PC comes with light pen through which you can perform your task easier. Usually, a virtual keyboard appears whenever you want to type on the tablet. A virtual keyboard is similar to the physical keyboard. You can touch and type words on tablet through the virtual keyboard. A tablet PC can has most of the features of laptop. These computers are portable and can be carried more easily than laptop. Tablet usually has 7 to 10-inch screen. So, as it said that it is much smaller compared to laptop. For additional work, this one program installed on this laptop, which is virtual keyboard, which do the same work while we type keyboard on laptop or desktop. We use fingertips or light to task. Let's move on to the next line. Ebook readers such as Kindle are used for reading books, newspaper, magazine. Ebooks means electronic books, that is not physically, but it's some software is installed on this particular tablet through which you can read books electronically on this particular device. What type of books you can read? Ebooks, newspaper and magazine can also be read through PDA or tablet. First, these tablets are also known as personal digital assistant, also known as palm top computer. It is the size of this device may be approximately the size of your palm. So the name came from there, palm top computer. There is another device which is personal media player, which I have shown you in the previous figure, is used to store and play audio and video files, are also the types of mobile computer. This particular device is only used to listen and view songs. The next topic is smartphone. Nothing more to tell about this particular device, because nowadays you all people are using this particular device and you know the features, how it performs, some basic operations, making video calls, audio calls, do some basic tasks of office work, taking pictures, listen song. So it is a multi-portable computer within a single machine. So I'm not going to explain you much over here. You all know about this. Still, I will read the line that is given over here for you. Smartphones are basically the mobile phones providing additional features that are required for performing day-to-day activities. These features include sending mails, accessing the internet. In smartphone, you can also find built-in camera and a music player. Today, smartphones are considered in the category of computers. This is because smartphones are equipped with many features of computers. For example, smartphones support various applications such as word processing. As I said, for doing some office work, you can use word processor like Microsoft Word, um, um, Office, and other stuff which are used for doing word processing tasks. You can edit your documents such as sorry, and image editing. You can also make collage. You can merge multiple photographs together. You can edit your image. What else you can do? You can even browse internet through a browser if you have an internet connectivity. You can have instant messaging application today, like you have Facebook messengers, WhatsApp, and Skype. Skype is a particular application which is solely responsible for making video calls. You might be aware of this. Before WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger came into being, most of the users were making video calls through Skype. In addition, most of the smartphones provide a touch screen features and a virtual keyboard similar to a computer keyboard. As I told you that in palm top or tablet PC you have virtual keypad, so smartphone too comes with an application of virtual screen where you can touch and type to do some particular task. Let's move on to the next particular device which comes under mobile computing, and this particular device is used only for entertainment. So this is game console or gaming console. You might have heard about Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, or Sony's PlayStation Portable. So these console devices are solely responsible for playing games, online games, and watching videos also. Uh, Data can be inserted through CD, or to pen drive, and these are the joystick through which you can play game. So nothing much to explain over here. Some of the example given over here. Let me read it for you. Some common example of gaming console are Nintendo DS Lite, Microsoft Xbox 360, Microsoft Kinect, Sony PlayStation 4, and Sony PlayStation Portable. So you can go through it. If you have any difficulty, you can let me know. The next portable or mini computer is embedded system. As I shown you in the previous slide over here, this particular embedded system is solely responsible for some particular task. This particular device is based on microchip or microcontroller to do a specific type of operation only. So let me read this once for you. These computers are inserted inside device or electronic appliances. Appliances means like machines. Appliances, those are home appliances, home device. Those are called appliances to perform and control some specific task. As I told you, it is solely responsible for doing specific tasks. For example, a washing machine has a small computer inside it that controls the operation required to wash clothes. These small computers are placed on computer chip. That computer chip is nothing but a microcontroller. All home appliances such as microwave oven, television, refrigerator, and other have computer chip embedded in them. So these particular machines are inserted inside that home appliances or the electronic appliances to do some specific task. Now let's move on to the next type of computer is microcomputer. As you can see on right hand side, this is a figure of a desktop computer. Desktop means a device that can be placed on your desk. From this particular word came from there for this particular machine. So it is a fixed machine where you can place it and do your task. So this particular machine is much more powerful than laptop and tablet PC. Now let's read it. Let me read it for you. Microcomputers are smaller computers than that run on microprocessor in their central processing units. Desktop computers. These computers are used by individuals to work at one place. These are designed for use at a desk or a table. Desktop computers are generally referred to as personal computer or PCs. They are mostly used in homes, schools, and offices. So nothing much to explain. These are the stable computer which cannot be moved. You can place it at one side and do your task. Compared to laptop and other mobile devices, these computers are much more powerful to do multiple tasks at the same time. Like you can listen song while doing your work or drawing some images or doing some recording. So multiple tasks can be performed using desktop computers. Let's move on to the next topic, which is mini computers. As I showed you in the previous figure, these mini computers are used in banks, railway reservation system, where multiple tasks has been done in the same time. So smaller instructions are fed while doing some operation. There is a single server where multiple computers are attached to it. This server is nothing but the mini computer where all the storage and operation can be distributed from here to different type of machines. So let me read it for you once. They are multi-processing machine. Multi-processing means doing multiple tasks at the same time that can support up to 200 users at the same time. You see, have you noticed? 200 users can do different work or same work in same time. So multiple users are doing maybe doing same work or multiple work at the same time. This will save our time. This is like less powerful mainframe computer and is about the size of a refrigerator. A server can be, as I said, this is a server, which is a central computer. A server can be an example of mini computer, but not all servers are mini computer. Despite their name, a mini computer is not a personal computer like the desktop machine you might have at home or work. So this is not similar to your personal computer or desktop computer, but it is much more powerful than that. They are much larger in size and used in universities and big organizations. Mini computers have become pretty much obsolete nowadays. Examples of mini computers are Microvax 3100, HP 2100, PDP-8 and CDC 168. So this particular machine is not so much specific because uh, the features of mainframe computer, all the features of mainframe computers uh, has the same features that we have in mini computers, but those features has been embedded in the mainframe computer. So these particular machines, the model of this machines is very less or no use now. This particular machine has been embedded in mainframe computers. So tomorrow we will try to cover the next chapter, which is mainframe computers and supercomputers. Then I will try to give you some objective type questions or some points to remember. I would request you all to go through my lecture that I gave you today and the pages that I have shared in WhatsApp. If you have any query, do personally message me or call me so that I will try to resolve your problem.